Yeah, good afternoon everybody, and welcome back to my channel, Jeremy Allen Carp Angler. You join me and Rocco today, and we're back up at the top lake. And as you can see, we're back in Peg 8 where we did so well in the last session. Rocco is with me. There you are, he's sitting down there being good for 5 seconds. Let's just say we've had a bit of an eventful time with him over the last couple of weekends. Yeah, we've been away. I shall do an episode a bit later on of what my Husky got up to this week and detail all the shenanigans that's been going on, but I'll save that to later. So yeah, back on the fishing front. It's now coming up to 4 o'clock. I've been here since about 1, I think, with the rods out. I've come up here, I've got the rods out, and the 2 spots that, well, one particularly had all 3 fish on 1 spot last time, and I've got a rod on that spot, and yeah, I'm experimenting a little bit with the right hand rod to see if I can pick one, find another spot at similar distance, so they're sort of, both rods are out there sort of a couple of rod lengths apart, but and they're not too far out in the lake, because as you can see, if anything kites right, I'm going to be in trouble with these lilies here and getting them back round. So I'll try not to fish too far out, and hopefully if I do hook anything, I can well, like last time, 3 bites, I landed all 3, so hopefully, you know, if the same thing happens, I will get 3, you know, land everything that I hook, but we shall see what goes on. Yeah, it's what we're coming up to now. It's the second week of August I think we're into now, and yeah, we hope it keeps fishing well. It's been, so since we've been away, the big Lin, which yeah, is kind of my latest quest, if you like. There's a big linear in here that's I think the biggest it come out, young just call me Isaac, had it when it, not long after, a couple of years after it first went in. I think he had it at 28.10. Correct me, I could be wrong, it might have been, but it's been out 4 times this year now, and it's been out twice over the last sort of 3 weeks, and it's been out at 27.12, I think was the biggest of the 2 captures, and so it's kind of down in weight. I know it caught early in the year, it was 27.5, so I'm hoping it's going to start putting on some weight, and yeah, we really wanted to get over 30 pound. That would be the ideal with him, and if not bigger, because I say the batch of fish he went in with prior to all the problems we had up here were coming out at around about 19 to 21 pound, and he came out at 28, so he's a real fast grower. So he you know, has potential to go really big, but he's kind of, understandably, with all the problems we've had up here over the last sort of 9 months or so, he sort of lost weight rather than gained it, but I'm hoping now he's going to start putting some weight on, and he's going to get up to a decent size. So yeah, if you like, that's my latest quest up here, is to catch the big Lin. So yeah, I'll put a couple of pictures up after this bit so you can see him and what I'm after, and yeah, hopefully I shall catch him before the summer or year's out, if you like. But yeah, right now I'm going to cook myself something to eat, and I shall then speak to you all a bit later. Yeah, good evening everyone. Yeah, no, just gone 8 o'clock, and yeah, just a sort of bit of an update for you. So I've now redone the rods for the night. I've left the left hand one where it was, about a third of the way out, but I've put the right hand rod, he's now gone out into the middle, so I've cast him out there and catapulted about 25 boilies around the area, so I'm just going to leave him out there for the night. But the left hand one I put out with a baiting pole, and over the top of that I've put pellet and loose boilies in the scoop over that one. So yeah, we'll just see how we get on. So I'm more sort of confident about the left hand spot, so that's the one that did the free fish last time I was up here, but we shall see what happens, and hopefully I'll see you during the night with a fish. Right, speak to you in a bit. That's it, that's better. There you go, it's 1 o'clock in the morning, and yeah, I'm not sure how much that you can see, but yeah, we've got our first fish, and he's a nice, pretty, nice scaly one. I don't care if you call him a linear or not, but I think we'll have a better look on the photos in the morning to distinguish that. He's behaving nicely there, isn't he? Right, he's yeah, just over 12 pound, so we'll just get him slipped back and see what else we can get. Yeah, good morning everyone. It's now coming up to I think it's 9:30 now, and yeah, just a bit of an update for what went on during the night. So let me just spin you see the scene, if you like. Yeah, it was yeah, quite a good night in the end. Nothing until 1 o'clock, and then the right hand rod out in the middle sprang into life. And yeah, if you've seen from the footage, I had that lovely 13 pound 2 ounce scaly mirror, so I was yeah, really pleased with him. And yeah, he was in sort of good condition, so he sort of went back, and then I just sort of put the rod back out from that, and I was chatting to Steve in the swim next door, and yeah, 2:30 he had another mirror, and that was £10.6. So yeah, we're both quite happy that we'd had a fish each. And then I went back to sleep, and nothing for the rest of the night. There's quite a lot of fish showing long again over my right hand rod from about sort of 7 o'clock onwards this morning, and then duly 8 o'clock, as I was just doing some food for Rocco. The right hand rod trundled off again, but unfortunately, sort of initially he went left and sort of kept going left, and I got him in. He was just down by the tree here to my left hand side. Let me pick you up. And then unfortunately he found a snag down there, and yeah, try as I might, I sort of messed about with him for about 10 or 15 minutes, put the rod on the rest, see if it would come out, give him a few tugs from different angles, and then eventually you know, we could see he wasn't pulling back anymore, so he'd obviously got himself off. And then yeah, I managed to pull it from almost directly in line with it, and yeah, all come free, but no fish. So yeah, unfortunately we lost that one. And yeah, so I've now put that rod back out in the same spot in the middle, and I've catapulted about 20 boilies around the area, and I've had a couple of bleeps on it since it's been out there, so it's probably been back out there about half an hour now. And then I obviously took them with all the disturbance, I took the opportunity to redo the left hand rod. So he's back on that spot that did all the fish last time, but he's not done me a bite yet this session. So I'm kind of hoping before I you know, go at lunchtime, we might get a fish on him. But yeah, we had him as late as 10:30 last time on him, and it's a sort of dull overcast day today, so I'm hoping they're going to feed a bit longer into the day, and we might get some action on him. So yeah, hopefully I shall speak to you in a not too distant future with another fish. Yeah, hi everyone. It's now coming up to 1 o'clock, and as you can see I've got nearly everything packed away now. Most is on the bivvy. I've just got a ground sheet to fold up and bring the rods in, and yeah, bring this session to a close. So yeah, quite pleased with the session. Managed to fish this 13-pound mirror. Bit disappointed that I lost the second bite I had, but yeah, pleased that I managed to get 2 bites again from the session to go with the 3 I got from this swim last week, so or 2 weeks ago. So well pleased with that. And yeah, so unless I get something in the next sort of 10 or 15 minutes, and that's the end of the session. Thank you very much for watching. Please give us a like, and more importantly hit that subscribe button. And yeah, as I said, probably the next video or the one after, I should be doing a Parker Baits giveaway. Once I hit that 250 subscriber mark, we're about 20 or 21, 22 away from that now. So if you are watching the videos and liking them and haven't subscribed, then please do so. It doesn't cost you anything, and it just helps direct people to the videos, to enjoy the content. And yeah, it's all you guys doing it that keeps us going. So yeah, please hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks a lot. Bye bye. Yeah, good afternoon everybody, and welcome back to my channel, Jam Allen Carp Angler. You join me and Rocco today for another session up at the top lake. It's now we're nearing the end of August. I think it's the 20th, 21st or something like that today. And yeah, we're up here for another 24-hour session. And as you can see, we're back into peg 8, which I've done very well in the last 2 sessions in here. We did a session which you see on one of my previous videos where we had 3 fish from here on that day, and then another session which I did was probably a couple of weeks ago where I had 1 and lost 1. So yeah, it's been had 5 bites from the last 2 nights we've done this, so hopefully we can continue in that vein and get something. Be nice to get something a bit earlier than the middle of the night, but we'll take that if that's what happens. The good news is it's well, it's just coming up to 2 o'clock, and I think mate Steve, who's in the next peg along, he had one within 20 minutes. He's had a little 10-pound 15-ounce mirror. I think we cast out around about 1 o'clock ish ourselves, and he had one at 20 past 1, so that's a good start. And yeah, he had one, see where that buoy is there, he wasn't that far off of that white buoy when the fish he had. So yeah, good start for him. Yeah, and as I say, Rocco is with me. There you can see he's down there being good for 5 minutes, and I'm just going to make myself a cup of tea and go and sit down there with him. So yeah, that's where we are and what we're doing. There's a bit of a sort of scum on the lake when I got here today, so yeah, I've had the old aerator running for about 2 hours this morning. Put some oxygen in the water, and also to try and break that up a bit. It has sort of broken up a little bit. We've got about half a lake with scum on now, whereas it's covering about 3/4 when we got here. So hopefully that'll soon disappear. Well, I think it's scum on the surface rather than an algae bloom, to be honest. I think it's sort of pollen and that kind of thing settled. The same kind of thing down on the bottom lake. So I don't think that's anything untoward, but still, better to be safe than sorry. Right, that's where we are, what we're doing. And yeah, I shall speak to you a bit later on, hopefully with fish. Hi everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of what my Husky got up to this week. So yeah, you might have seen a little bit of a sneak preview on one of the shorts of what Rocco's been up to, but yeah, we've been away on holiday for I suppose about 10 days, and we've stayed at a couple of farms, one down in near Crewkerne down in Devon, and one near Birmingham, a place called Baddesley Ensaw in sort of Warwickshire. And staying on a farm, Rocco comes across one or two strange animals that he most doesn't normally come across. So yeah, the first place we went to in Devon, they had Highland cows. He's seen them before. Horses, he's seen them lots of times. Cows, and then they had donkeys, goats, and then in one of the fields they had emus running around, which he'd never seen them before. And then one morning we were sort of sat having our breakfast, if you like, out the back of our cabin, and this peahen strolled into the back garden and came quite close to him, and yeah, he was good. He just sat there looking at it, as much to say, what the hell is that? If you look on one of the shorts, there is a short of him meeting the peahen. So that was the first trip, if you like. And then on the second trip we stayed at a place, as I say, near it's called Baddesley Ensaw. We stayed on a farm there, and yeah, one morning it all kind of went a bit wrong, really. We went out in the morning for a walk, and unfortunately we just stopped to talk to the farmer, and the at that point the farm cat decided to race across the courtyard where we were stood. Yeah, and Rocco took off after him, and unfortunately spun my wife round and pulled her over, which resulted in her banging her head on the concrete and twisting her ankle. So that wasn't a good start to that day. I dare say she's all right. She recovered from it and soldiered on for the rest of the weekend. But yeah, that was the first bit, if you like. And then a bit later on, the said farmer took us up to show him some lakes he had on the farm, or ponds I should say, and we went up to see those. And on the way back, there was 3 horses in this field, and we went through and they took no interest. On the way back, one of them came over and made a beeline for us, to the point that, you know, Rocco sort of got up on his back legs, and then so did the horse, which wasn't good because there was sort of hooves flying around. And we managed to sort of get him away from that, mainly thanks to the farmer standing between us and the horse. But I think the horse basically took exception to Rocco being in his field. So that was the second point. And then we went out for the day. We went to Shoestock Reservoir, I think it was. Had a walk around there, which yeah, we seemed to meet a lot of dogs, but it wasn't too bad. But when we came back, we were just getting out the back of the car. My wife went indoors, and we just get him out the back of the car, and as we opened the back door, he leapt out, which is what he never normally does. And obviously he's tethered in the car like they have to be now, and he was tethered to the bars, if you like, that go through to stop him getting into the main part of the car, and he pulled those out into the yard. So anyway, Denise took him in and had him indoors with her, and I was then out in the back of the car trying to put the bars back in place, and the next minute I had an almighty shout. And on the farm they had some, I think they were Vietnamese pot-bellied pigs. They were huge, great things, you know. They must have weighed sort of 300 pound each, huge, great things. Well, one of those had followed him into the sort of barn we were staying at. So I sort of came into the barn to find this pot-bellied pig in the floor, Rocco going absolutely berserk, and he's grabbing hold of him, grabbed on for dear life. And upon this pot-bellied pig then wandered over to his porn, started eating his dinner to add insult to injury. So I'm trying to shoo this pig out, and he had none of it. Whereupon his 2 mates, there was 3 of them, his 2 mates then come in. So we're there with 3 of these pot-bellied pigs in like the living room of the barn we were staying in. And with me trying to shoo them out, and they were having none of it. But then one of them sort of went to the coffee table, if you like, and started going for the digestive biscuits. At this point I discovered that these pot-bellied pigs liked digestives, so I was then randomly throwing digestives in the direction of the door, and then they sort of started following the trail, if you like, of these digestives, and then I sort of threw some outside, and they all went outside after these digestive biscuits. So I managed to get them out, shut the door, and then clear up the mess that had been left by the pigs, Rocco knocking stuff over, and well, and the remnants of his dinner bowl, which was upside down at this point. So yeah, it wasn't really his fault, that bit, but yeah, it was just another incident in the life of living with a husky. But so yeah, thanks very much for watching this week's episode of what my husky got up to this week. Yeah, hi everyone. It's just coming up to 8 o'clock, so just sort of evening update for you. We've had no more action since I last spoke to you, as predicted. So I've just redone both my rods, a left-hand rod. I put back out the baiting spoon, and in the spoon I've got some Parker Baits OG fish, 14 and 18 mil boilies, some of the OG fish and fruit and nut pellets, and also some of the fruit and nut chops. So there's a right mixture gone out there on that one, the baiting spoon, so that's a good scoopful on that one. Then I put probably about 10 boilies. I've just catapulted around the sort of general area where that's gone. The right hand rod's gone out into the middle. That's got a mesh bag with some 18 and 14 mil OG fish boilies in it, as well as a hook bait. And then I've catapulted probably about 40 boilies all around the area I've put that bait. So yeah, they can both sit there ready for the night till we get some action, or until I read them tomorrow morning, which probably won't be till about 9 o'clock actually. That'll probably be when they'll get reeled in and redone. So this swim has a bit of form of producing bites in that sort of 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock period. So I shall sit tight if that doesn't do anything. Yeah, I think that's all to tell you really. Rocco's just about settling down there. He's just about to go to sleep, and he's had his last walk of the day. He's had most of his tea, and yeah, hopefully we'll be settling in here ready to see what the night brings. And hopefully next time you see me, it'll be with fish. There's been quite a bit of bushing about going on, but it's almost like they know where my baits are, and they've been bushing out 3/4 of the way across the lake, or in the margins on the far side. I mean, they've been bushing out right in that far corner. They've been coming out in front of the 2 trees over there, and then they've been coming out round to the left in front of the Christmas tree. But they've always been out of range, if you like. I dare say if I'd put a bait over there, it would have produced nothing. I've done it before and it's not produced, so it's almost a case of sticking to the spots that you know you get bites off of, and just waiting for them to move in onto them. There we are. As I say, I shall hopefully speak to you in the night. Yeah, hi there, it's It's coming up to 10:30, and yeah, got our first fish of the trip. It's only a little tiddler. It's got ourselves a little tiny common. Yeah, I just weighed him. He's £4 on the nose, so yeah, he'll be going for a new home in the middle lake very shortly. Right, I'll speak to you in a bit. Right, we've got our second common of the night. We're getting a bit bigger. So this one's just over £8, so he'll be going for another trip. There you go, there's the other side of him. Right, let's get him treated up and then we'll get him moved. Right, take 3. Morning everyone. It's just coming up to 9 o'clock, and after a night of catching small fish, we've now got ourselves a nice scaly mirror. Look at him. We'll just see if I can show you the other side. Got a pretty lot of fight left in him, this one. Look at that. Oh, just there we go. Look at that, lovely fish. Right, got a few marks on him. We'll get treated up and we'll get some stills and get him slipped back. Yeah, morning everybody. It's just coming up to 10 o'clock, so I thought I'd better do a morning update and let you know what's been going on. So yeah, it's been a quite busy night in the end. Yeah, so we sort of redid the rods and got them out about 8 o'clock last night, and then 10:30 my left hand rod went, and I reeled in that first of the 2 small commons. He was literally £4 on a button. So yeah, as you may or may not know, I'm a bailiff up here, so we started a program of removing some of the small fish from this lake. So he's now gone to his new home in the middle lake, and yeah, as being a bailiff, I'm allowed to move fish around up here, so I'm able to do that. Non-members aren't, so yeah, don't anybody else do that if we're not about. But yeah, if I'm around and anybody catches any small fish up here under £10, then let us know, and if we're around, we'll come and move them. But yeah, so I moved that one and put the rod back out, and then I suppose it was 1 o'clock, and my right hand rod went, and that was the second of small commons. That one went £8.4. So again, he was I just put him back out, and I moved him and was putting my rod back out when Steve next door, his right hand rod went off, and he had a nice common, a £17 too. So yeah, he was doing pretty well. He'd had a £10, well, say £11 mirror when we first got here, and then a £17 common, so he was having a great session. And then whereas I was catching all the small ones, so yeah, and then literally at say 9 o'clock this morning, my left hand rod went again, and had that nice scaly mirror of £19.12, which incidentally is a fish that I did catch about middle of April last year, and he was 21.4. So unfortunately he's lost a bit of weight, but he looked in good condition. He had to have a couple of lifted scales on him that I treated up before I put him back. So he's had a bit of carp care before he went back in here, and other than that, he looks in really good health. So I think he's hopefully on his way back up, and next time he comes out he should be over £20 again and start going in the right direction. So yeah, I was sort of really pleased to catch him. So he's he's been in here for probably about 5 or 6 years now, so he's looking pretty good. So yeah, pleased with that. And yeah, so then after that, I mean, he picked up my other line in the fight, so I redid both rods, got them both out, got them both back out, then had some breakfast, and yeah, I'm just sitting here having a coffee now. So you can see the sun's come up now, and yeah, it's looking really good up here. But I think unfortunately that's with the sun coming up, that's probably not the fishing on the head for the day. They're probably going to their usual you know, slow feeding during the daytime, and then they'll probably wake up again tonight. But yeah, so it's been a good night. We've had, oh, and yes, 7 o'clock this morning as well, Steve's left hand rod went, and again he hooked us another small common, but unfortunately we lost it by the net. So unfortunately that one come off, but it looked sort of £5 or £6. So yeah, if we'd have got him in, he'd have been going out into the middle lake. But yeah, so we've had, you know, I've had 3, Steve's had 2, and lost 1. So it's been quite a busy night. So yeah, it's fishing quite well at the moment. Right, that's the update, and I shall come back if I catch anything else, or I shall let you know when we're packing up. Speak to you in a bit. Bye bye. Yeah, hi everybody. It's now just coming up to 1 o'clock, and yeah, around, as you can see, everything's pretty much packed up and on the barrow, ready to go. Rocco's itching to go, so yeah, we've just got to reel the rods in, and that'll be the end of the session. So yeah, been another brilliant session. 3 fish, topped off with that £19 12-ounce mirror. That's a fish I have caught yeah, probably about 18 months ago I caught it. He was 21.4 then, so nice to see him again. And then 2 small commons, one of 8.4 and one of £4, which we've moved down to the middle lake. So yeah, sort of 2 jobs done, if you like. Got ourselves a good fish, and also we've managed to prune some of the small stock out of the lake. So yeah, a very good session. So it's a goodbye from me, and it's a goodbye from Rocco. He's watching something down there at the moment. But yeah, if you like the videos, please give us a like, and more importantly, hit that subscribe button. It's you guys supporting me that keeps the adventure going, if you like. And yeah, not sure if by the time we get to the end of this video we've done our Parker Baits giveaway. We might have already done it. If so, thanks to everyone who participated. If not, keep subscribing, and we will get to it soon. Thanks very much for watching, and we shall see you all in the next one. Bye bye.